Hello there everyone and welcome back to Factorio. With Bob's Mods, of course, which means that life is interesting and complicated. And here we are getting ready to make our first crazy Bob's Mod intermediate product. It's called solder, which of course if you've ever used a soldering iron you know exactly what solder is. Or are vaguely aware of what it probably is, depending on your understanding of what's going on. So what we are doing is, solder is made from two things. It is made from solder plates, which are a composite of tin and lead, and it's made from resin, which is made from raw wood. So what we have here is what will become our modular, expandable factory for making this stuff. Now, the way we're going to do this is we're going to unload the resin that way. I'm trying to make this sort of prepared for the future. It's future-proofing work again. Get a bit more iron so we can make a few more inserters, because of course we can't make these advanced circuits yet. Now, I think we're going to want two here, and this is where it gets interesting. We need a left inserter and a right inserter. The right inserter will unload things. The left inserter will load this guy up right here. And that should do that. If all goes according to plan, let's just move this. Yeah, we'll put one more in right here. There we go. That should, in fact, that one's actually not needed. Cool. So now we just need to bring the coal the rest of the way down. And there we are. So this is an alloy furnace. And so what we need to do is we need to get lead. I don't want to say on the line, but I do need to get a smelter going for it. But since it is an ore, a metal, what else is lead used for? I'm sure it's used for something else. Let's be honest about this. I have no doubt there are other technologies that will use lead. But for now, we've got lead in a box over here, along with zinc, or nickel. We've got nickel. Nickel and lead. Well, let's get the lead going. Let's see, how do we want to get this going for now? Do I want to just keep expanding this mega smeltery? You know what I could do is I could just start mirroring it to the left and bringing. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Is we'll do a expansion in the other direction. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. For now, we're just going to do a temporary lead processing right in sight, or nearly on site. We're gonna. Oh yeah, I've added in some walls there, just for fun. So what we'll do is we'll have a belt dedicated to it, but it's going to be right here. And it's going to be manual furnaces. Where are those furnaces I just made? There they are. Each with nice large amounts of that and that in there. Full of coal, full of lead, and then just a couple of inserters to throw it on the belt. And there we are. Okay. This is really just for my sanity. This is very much a temporary setup. And so for the, this is the part we just need to finesse a little. Need to get a bunch more iron. Need a whole bunch more transport belts. I can't wait to get these back on manufacturing. There we go. Alright. So we need lead and basically we need these two guys to be on the same belt together. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to do Let's get some splitters. We don't have enough iron again. There we are, a couple splitters. Because we're operating under the assumption that we are going to need more of this in the future. Let's put it back by 1. That right there. And it comes out. There we go. And then the next one goes, this goes under. This gets a splitter. Again, assuming that we're going to need lead for more things, which I'm going to have to research. But there we go. That should do it. Now we have lead on one side and zinc on the or nickel on the other. We need to do the all-important get everything else under the line. And we need to hook this up. And this is, again, a repeatable pattern. Now we just need to get wood in here for the resin. And we are laughing. And that's where these underground belts are going to come into play. That I should have been making already, but wasn't. There's a little tiny base nearby. Okay, let's get the hardest one done first. Ooh, that's a little too far. Okay. Let's do it this way. We'll take you underground here. Yeah. And then you will bring across as a normal belt. There we are. Cross-contamination cleaned. Ah, shoot. Fortunately for us, we actually had one more tile of space to expand that one. Okay. To there. Boom. Alright, everything else should be able to make it under without incident. So let's get some more iron, because that seems to be the only thing we actually need for all this stuff we're trying to keep up on. Got splitters. I'm pretty sure I had a splitter. Yeah, there it is. Splitting the wood. There we go. And now we've got resin production underway. Here we go. And then out of that, we should start getting some solder. There it is. Okay. Solder, and the other thing we're going to need is carbon. Now, carbon is pretty straightforward. In fact, so straightforward, I think we are going to squeeze it in here. Because all carbon requires is... The question is, are we always going to need carbon? Wait, hold on. Let me just check the production line here. Carbon, oh no, carbon goes with the tinned wire. So we want to produce the tinned wire. No, we want to produce the electronic components in the other line right here. Here we go. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. In fact, yeah. Are we at the point? Can we make these by hand? No, they have to be assembled. Oh, we can. We just need the carbon. Okay, so we're going to be up and running soon. Okay. What do we have out there in the way of dudes? Oh, one single big biter spawner. I don't have that much defenses on me right now, but it's definitely going to start impinging on their local home. Now, I really am tempted to put carbon in on this just because I've already got the coal out. And it might be nice to get the carbon done at the same time, but it's part of a different process, so let's not... yeah, let's do this right. As right as can be. Okay. Actually, what we really want is we want to have the... maybe we do them together. Let's just see. Can we squeeze this all in? If I do that right... Hold on. If we do chemical furnace right there, that requires coal. And we'll... now, what is the other thing that electronic components requires? Tinned copper. That's tin and copper. And that's going to come in the other side. We'll do a tin copper mix over here. So if we say... Let's see. The thing is, I don't think I'm going to need to double these up like this. They might... The proportions of these things might be different. So let's... So this is going to be the output for... Here's where we're going to... Alright. We're going to have tin copper wire in one, plus carbon. Yeah. Going into a assembler. I need more iron, of course. A whole heck of a lot more iron. Let's drain the belts, because we need a few underground belts. Alright, we're going to bring this right down, these two right down beside this. Now if I move this over by one, this will actually work really nicely. Yeah, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to bring... Tin and copper is going to come down here, which means we need to get the copper through. Now let's... That can't go underground, so it's going to have to be... Okay, we do have a splitter. We just need another. We just need to make sure that the tin is already on one side of the belt. Okay. How are we going to do this? Let me see. Move it back by one. Alright, there's that. Except it's going to the wrong side, of course. Let's see. Okay, we'll do it this way. You go all the way under here to there and go through a splitter. A splitter will come around. And then this will come around. Merge there. There we go. There's our tinned copper. And the only part I'm not sure on is how are we going to get that all-important coal down here. That it's actually gotten a little bit troublesome right there, hasn't it? Well, let's get coal to the site first. Since coal is trapped on the wrong side. Okay. If we go underground belts here with tin, that will not make things terribly much easier for this. I know, I'm trying to squeeze things in when I have infinite space. It's again, that's that thing. It feels like it's kind of needed. No, that will not work. Okay. I guess we could just move this whole thing over by one, and then we'll have enough room. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So you're going to come down here. Coal splitter. It'll be right here. Wood splitter back by one. So that we have room for the... Okay, hold on. Coal splitter. How are we going to squeeze you in? We are not. We're going to adjust this a little. There we go. So many twists and turns to this. Now we can fit in the splitter for coal. I think. Those two aren't going to merge, are they? No. It would also help if I actually put these in the right place. Like right here. And then you immediately go under. And then we go, give me more belts. I need more belts. And to get more belts, I need more iron. There we go. Oops, and I didn't leave myself enough for one more underground belt, did I? Which I am going to need. Here we go. Some coal. There we go. Carbon. All right. Now for the actual factory. That goes there, that goes there. And now it's inserter time. You are going to make carbon. You are going to make tinned copper wire. Power pole right in the middle. There we go. And then you two are going to meld together to make the electronic components. And again, it's a expandable factory. It's exactly the way I want things to be. This was a big problem the first time I played this game, and it's not a problem I intend to have this time. Now the only thing I don't have yet is the water. But I do believe this mod might have a solution to that. Let's see if I've got it yet. They have some in situ water pumps available. Compressor, pump, void pump. Might be this pump right here. Let's just get a bit more iron and see if that's the one I'm thinking. I think it is a water source, so if we just put this right here, yeah, we'll put that right there. And for the future, the first one will just shift down a little, but the future ones will have built-in water supply. because we'll already have built this one right here. Okay. Water. Here we go. And the last stop on the line is going to be making these actual circuits. But there we go. That is an expandable line that will produce all of this stuff. And now we can start thinking about how to actually automate Science 3. Which is a non-trivial job. Get one of those, a couple of those. So we need to bring this all the way... Alright, how are we going to get the solder through? We need to move this down one, don't we? So we might as well move the whole thing down 2 then. Let's just solve some other problems first. So the things we need to accomplish, we need to get solder through. There we go. There we go. We need to get a water pump in at the top so that we don't have to deal with that in the future. And we're going to do it this way. You make water. Now then, I think maybe we'll start with this guy. Just for something different. Because we do have to figure out how we're going to continue the water through. The water has to be able to go through the whole system. Assembler right next to it. If I move the assembler, no, the assembler has got to go there. Actually, you know what we could do? We could do that. Then we take the pipe and we go boom, boom, and then we take the underground section and go boom. Okay, there we go. That is an expandable setup. Perfect. And then this is where the product is going to go. Yeah. And so carbon, tin, copper, electronic components, regular inserter. There's my long-handed. And then a regular. And some power. There we go. There's that. Let's get the raw materials. Oh crap, it wants copper cable. Okay, almost there. Alright, we're going to use... You know what, if we took copper down the other side, this would actually work. Since we can't, cable, right inserter. I have no idea if this is going to be an optimal build or not, but here we go. All right, and we're definitely going to need faster inserters right there. That's that much I can see. And those are going to require the next tier of technology. All right. So for now, I think we're going to combine these guys together on a single conveyor belt. So it seems reasonable to assume we're probably going to need them together in the future, since they are the 2 of the 3 components required for this thing. But now, we can actually make our assemblers Mark II. I think if we can get our hands on enough of this iron stuff that we keep running low on. Whoa, stop. Underground belts. Gotta watch hitting the R key here, apparently. But there we go. That's a little better anyways. Alright. Got belts. What was I trying to make? Ah, yes, my assemblers. Short on electronic components, of course. Still short. Okay, it's going to take a lot of these. Good to know. There's one. And this one is going to be used to assemble. Actually, I've got a better idea than what I've got currently set up here. There's absolutely no reason there we go. If this is the only place they're used, which I suspect, then let's assume that we're just going to need to make these circuits. And we'll bring down the circuit boards on the other side. Yeah, I think that'll be the way to do it. Because we'll switch to fast inserters here. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, these things are real, these circuits are real pain to make. It takes one circuit board, so we don't need very many of those. Let's get some circuits coming through. I hope that thing reaches far enough. Just barely. This is the one I'm really worried about right here. Alright, let's just do this copper thingy one further so that I can fit. Because there's nothing below circuit boards and there never will be. So that means we can just do a little... Whoop. Ah! Stop it. I'm moving and it's messing me up. Okay, and you guys go under and up. Now there will be something below here, though. Alright, and these are going to come down here. No. Split there. There we go. Down. More iron, please. Now, I have no idea. I'm going to probably not bring the wood forward right away. But... Alright, here we go. Okay, long-handed removal, short-handed inserter, which of course I should have built second, and your new neighbor. Circuits 1 and Circuits 2 are now done, except for the whole business of load balancing the system. All right. There we go. Probably time to get some new turrets up. I think we're going to start pushing pollution over that way before long. Need more iron. Iron. There we are. Alright, here comes our turret. And yes, we have electronic circuits. We can now figure out green science. And the only reason we couldn't do green science sooner... Uh-oh. Oh, we had a hang there. Now the irony is we actually have... We could have built the green science a lot sooner in the assembly line. But now we have all the components we could possibly need for inserters. Because the electronic circuits were primarily to make these. So, no, I can't remember. Right, okay, that's just electronic circuits being passed around. I think we're going to need another... I think we might need another inserter on this to speed it up. Yeah, we're waiting on that. Let's make sure that's not happening. Hopefully that will speed things up just a little. I mean, we're gonna need more than one of these going, that's all. But for the moment, now we have everything we need to make green science. So let's make green science. Inserters and transport pellets. How can we make these efficiently? Where can we make these? I'm tempted to make them on the top side, but I have to bring it all the way across the line to get them in here. These are expanding networks, so they're going to require some care and attention. Our pollution cloud's not bad. Thank you, forests, making my life easier. But this one over here is going to become a problem fairly soon. Alright. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be working. Must have been putting it on the wrong side of the splitter. Alright. Well, I think green science is going to be the job for the next episode. I've just got to figure out where to put it. And I might actually move red science. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, actually. Because it's not actually very well built. So I think I'm going to move this whole system. I'm going to go on the next... Oh, between this episode and the next, I'm going to pull this whole thing up, and we're going to move it down the line a ways to where all the products are actually ready, and we'll build red and an efficient red and green science manufactory next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.